This was perhaps the saddest sight that any Brazil football fan could watch. Brazil had the best team on paper. They were touted as one of the favorites to lift the FIFA World Cup 2022 title. Well, even data statistics with complex AI information, everything had said Brazil will reach the final. But no one told all this to Croatia. And in a stunning display, Croatia defeated Brazil 4-2, and that is why now their quest for the 6th World Cup title has extended to 2016. They last won it in 2002, and now 24 years will pass ever since Brazil last won the FIFA World Cup. It's kind of a cycle which is repeating, isn't it? Brazil won their third title in 1970, but didn't win for the next 24 years. The same situation came up with Brazil. They won the fourth title in 1994, reached the final 98, didn't win. 2002, they won by beating Germany. And now, 20 years on, they have not made it to the finals at this point in time. However, there are two major trends that Brazil have to be really scared about. Was this the first penalty shootout loss for Brazil in the World Cup? No. You have to go back to 1986. In that quarterfinal that Brazil had with France at the AajTak Stadium in New Mexico, France were really touted as the underdogs. Brazil had a great team at that time. They took the lead, but Michel Platini ensured that France were on level terms. In the ensuing penalty shootout, France won 4-3, and millions of Brazilian hearts sank. The visuals of tears flowing at the AajTak Stadium really ensured that Brazil would have to wait a very long time. 36 years later, at Qatar, Brazil once again faced the ultimate heartbreak. 2-4 to Croatia on penalties. That too, after Neymar had scored in the second half of extra time, only for Croatia to show their resilience and tie 1-1. So, after 36 years, Brazil lose in a penalty shootout in the World Cup quarterfinal. But there is another worrying trend. 1986 was the first instance, but in the last 5 editions of the FIFA World Cup, starting from 2006, Brazil have lost in the quarterfinals 4 times. 2006, 2010, 2018 and now 2022. 2006. Remember the mastery that this man showed? Zinedine Zidane. He was an absolute genius on that day against Brazil. He had hurt them in 1998 with 2 headers. Now with his artistry, he just ripped the Brazilian midfield and defense to shreds. And that allowed Thierry Henry to score in the 51st minute, and that's why France won 1-0. And they dumped Brazil out of the competition. They were the defending champions, remember, Brazil, in 2006. Zidane's magic and Henry's class ensured that France won 1-0 and dumped Brazil out of the competition in the quarterfinal. Yet another iconic moment. How the Dutch would have wished that they would have had this end of the result against the La Albiceleste in their quarterfinal. But in 2010 South Africa, Wesley Sneijder, his 2 goals ensured that Netherlands, the Oranje, dumped out the Seleção Canaria in the quarterfinals itself. 2-1 in the quarterfinals, and Brazil's quest to win the FIFA World Cup once again suffered a major jolt. Wesley Sneijder on that day put up a brilliant display, and Brazil's day did not get any easier. One of the players was red carded, and it capped off what would be a very underwhelming tournament for Brazil. No one will talk about 2014 because the Mineirazo 7-1, it was a game Neymar missed. And Neymar was sorely missed in that series because Germany, through their ruthless discipline, ensured that Brazil would be subjected to humiliation. But that was in the semi-final. They had beaten Colombia in the quarterfinal, but it was in that game that Neymar got injured. And so, if you have to look at it, 2018, Brazil against Belgium. Fernandinho scored an own goal and Kevin De Bruyne extended it to make it 2-0. Renato Augusto made it 2-1, but it was way too late and Neymar would be left heartbroken in 2018. Yet again in the quarterfinal stage, Belgium, the Red Devils, managed to get the better of Brazil. But now in 2022, in potentially what could be his last World Cup for Brazil, Neymar will go down in that generation of players as being one of the greatest, but having never won the World Cup. 2026 now seems a very long time away. Will Neymar be part of 2026? It remains to be seen. But Brazil, with this team now, they have squandered a World Cup winning opportunity. So now their wait has extended to 24 years. And the more worrying thing is that Brazil have not beaten a European nation in the knockouts since 2002. After beating Germany 2-0, they have lost to France in the quarterfinals of 2006, lost to the Netherlands in 2010, were hammered by Germany 1-7, and remember that quarterfinal they had beaten Colombia. 2018 lost to Belgium, and now in 2022 lost to Croatia. You can argue that their 1-0 loss to Cameroon probably set things up as to how bad the campaign could be. But unfortunately now, Brazil, the 5-time FIFA World Cup champions, are out. Very, very sad day for people who are supporting Brazil. We hope that this team can rebound and score well and also ensure that they can get glory in 2026. Thank you so much, folks, for listening to this live. We'll be back with more updates on the FIFA World Cup 2022. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to tap that bell icon so that you know when we go live. Thank you.